I'm going to start at the transfer rumours page at Sky Sports at the moment, and I'm going to go right up to the top in case anything's happened. The interesting one, an England player at Manchester United, Jadon Sancho, Chloe. Manchester United, I saw yesterday, slapped a £50 million thing on his head, which seems very, very cheap. But apparently his chances of staying at Dortmund are very slim, according to Florian Plettenberg. Surely they have to do everything they can to get him in the football club, and that means losing Erik ten Hag.
No, it feels like they're going the complete opposite way of that. And, you know, that might be mad because we still don't know what's happening with Erik ten Hag. I think Thomas Tuchel turned them down in the last couple of days. So
did he turn them down in that, like, was there a job there? Because
he said he wants a break from football.
So he didn't just say, Manchester United have asked me.
No, he said after buying, he just wants a break.
So what's going on with the Erik ten Hag stuff?
Well, no one knows yet.
It's apparently 2 weeks until they make a decision.
I think they're interviewing other managers and looking at options, and if they can't get anyone, then they're going to go, right, we'll just stick with you.
He should just leave then.
You should do. He absolutely, because he's been undermined to the hilt by this point.
Yeah. They're actually interviewing people.
Actively interviewing. And Pochettino, I think, was in the conversation.
Yeah, Richard McKenna.
I wonder whether, and this, you know, this could well prove to be inaccurate, but I wonder whether they're waiting to see how Southgate gets on the Euros.
Oh my God.
Genuinely.
Thank God.
Genuinely. Whether that be good or bad, by the way, because an early elimination might mean that he's available earlier, and winning it might mean that he's sort of flavoured a month and they can actually do it.
What's better for Liverpool?
Either or.
Yeah,
exactly. It doesn't really make any odds, does it?
They're two wonderful results, they are.
Would you have a go at Sancho for 50 million if it wasn't Manchester United?
Not 50 mil, no. I think
Where do I sign?
I think he was all right for Dortmund this season. You're looking at me like flabbergasted.
Did you say 50 or 15?
50.
Oh, 50. Oh.
Yeah. No, I'm
shocked at this. I think he's fucking amazing.
I think he's an all right player. I think he's missed a lot of football. I don't think he did well in the Premier League yet. That could also be down to Manchester United because they destroy players. But it also could be that he just wasn't Premier League ready. He played for Dortmund. I thought he was all right. I didn't think he was anything near what he was like when Manchester United bought him. 50 mil for me is a little bit too much. How old is he now? 24?
Probably not even that. Maybe 23, 24. Maybe 24.
Mate, this is one of the top fucking young prospects in Europe still.
I think he's great at build to act. The only thing that's putting me off him slightly is that I think he handled the Ten Hag situation poorly. They both did. Like, in terms of, you know, he's doing the tweet and he's pinning it to the top of his thing. He has got a bit of an attitude to him at points, and I don't know how that would fit into
Did you think he was great for Dortmund this season?
No, I don't think he was, but I also think
watched him in the final and still didn't think he was...
I also think he sat in his arse for 8 months prior.
Yeah.
I mean, if you give that kid a full pre-season in a better environment.
He's just turned 24 like 2 months ago.
Just turned 24, okay.
Yeah. 50 mil for a 24-year-old's not bad. And considering what we were speaking about Elise and Eze the other day,
it's slightly different now. Under the world of Arne Slot, and that's not to say it won't be as equally positive as I think it would have been under Klopp, but we don't know is what I'm trying to say here with Slot. However, if we were still living in the world whereby Jurgen Klopp was our manager, I would have been all over there because I think somebody else like a Jurgen Klopp would get the best out of Jadon Sancho. And whatever you want to say about his form in the Premier League, and you are right, of course you are, because he hasn't done it by no stretch of imagination. One hell of a footballer. Wasn't great at Dortmund second half of the season, completely agree. Come back to what I said a moment ago, he hasn't played anywhere near enough footy. Great player. Wonderful player. In a heartbeat when he went to Manchester United, and I haven't seen enough negatively to go the other way.
I can't have he didn't play great in the fucking Champions League final when Bellingham was the best player in the world and didn't play great in the Champions League final argument.
No.
You know,
but Bellingham did much more over a season than...
But he had a season stroke career move to forget, hasn't he? There's no two ways about that. But that's not to say at just turned 24 you can't harness what is a wonderful player.
If he was showing up late to training, that's not a player who I want at my football club.
That's the one.
But you just never know, do you?
We don't know what happened there.
Dortmund wouldn't have taken him back if they didn't think he was.
If he was a problem.
How come they can't? How come they're not decided whether to get him? Is it they just can't afford him? Or
I think it's money.
They don't have that money.
Not a chance. They'll have to sell someone to buy Munich.
He's a decent player.
50-50, you could have had a word across the panel there. Aaron, what would you do? There we go.
Barca to offer Rafinha in swap deal for Diaz.
I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm sound, thank you. I'm
Don't
all right.
fancy a bit of that now?
Rafinha's good,
Leeds,
but
Rafinha.
and 30 million. Yeah, I'm onto him. Yeah, 30 million and Rafinha.
It didn't say anything about 30 mil there.
I'm just spitballing.
oh right, okay, you're negotiating.
Yeah.
If it
All
was
right,
just Rafinha, absolutely not.
No.
30 million and Rafinha.
It doesn't say anything, and when I click on it, there's no article behind it,
Oh, well, there
which
we go.
doesn't make me feel confident that it's true.
I mean, I love Diaz, and I've sort of been touted this season as saying, like, if he was to go, if we were to get like a decent amount of money for him, I wouldn't be devastated. I think he's class at points, but it's just that we are very much a sell to buy kind of model. There's other options up front. If they said to us, like you said, 30 million plus Rafinha for Diaz, I think that's a no-brainer to an extent.
I think it's an absolute no. Give me 75 mil. Rafinha's not good enough. I'd rather have the money and try and reinvest it in somewhere else. I could go and get Somerville for 30 million, and I'd rather that than Rafinha. I'm genuinely there. Like, he was
Rafinha's the other
sound.
side, isn't he?
He was sound when he played for Leeds. He was all right, yeah. He's gone to Barca, and I've heard hardly anything of the lad. And if you're not doing it in that league, Christ alive, do not come to the Premier League and think you can do it. At least Diaz, I mean, look, he's not potent, and I've been the first to say out of any of the front three, he'd be the one I'd sell. At least I know exactly what he offers, and I think it's more than what Rafinha offers. So if you come in with money, sure. If you're coming in with Rafinha plus 30 mil, absolutely not.
We discussed this upstairs, though. Swap deals don't happen anyway because of the agents and the agents' fees. Like, you might occasionally, and I was thinking about this after we had the conversation, you might have two people going the other way, but it's never the same deal anymore.
No.
It is down to two agents getting their two fees and stuff.
Nunes and Michael Owen, that would have been the last one.
Oh God, that was a long time ago, wasn't it? Yeah. So this was apparently, I found the thing now, it was 9:15 this morning, it's now 4 o'clock. Barcelona sporting director Deco might try to tempt Liverpool into letting Luis Diaz leave this summer by offering up Rafinha as part of any transfer. So it doesn't actually say about a fee, but part of would suggest.
Do you really think
Wouldn't shock
Rafinha's
me.
that good?
I don't think he's that good. I think he's a good player. And listen, he has 100% lost his way in Barcelona, but who hasn't in recent years? Let's be honest about it. I think there's some value to it. I do, and I only say that because I'm with both of you on the Luis Diaz front, by the way. I think he's been exceptional. I think he ended the season absolutely superbly. But do I think we're going to see much more from Luis Diaz in the Liverpool shirt now in terms of his numbers and stuff like that? I don't think we are. And I think Rafinha gives you that other squad option. If it was a straight swap, I wouldn't be having this conversation. But if it's a swap plus 30, 40 million, I'm tempted because I know you just said 75 million there. Barcelona ain't reaching that. Barcelona ain't getting them.
You're not having him. It's that simple.
So we just keep him and get on with what is not the right fit for our football club. And
You
Michael
say
Edwards is a
that.
ruthless operator. He's going to not fancy Luis Diaz.
Yeah, but you say that, but Liverpool might just not sell him. They might offer him a new contract for all you know.
do.
You say that's how we operate, that's true. But in the last couple of weeks, we've also heard potentially Liverpool really want to hold on to Luis Diaz. So who knows? My point
Depends
is...
what you want as well, though.
Right,
You've got to remember that we're not going to be playing a front three in the same way we've been playing a front three. So you don't need your outside forwards to be 15, 20 goals a season all the time.
We can't walk away from that though with Salah. That's not possible.
I think you're just
Unless he was to
replacing...
leave.
I think you're replacing one not clinical winger with another not clinical winger
we get
who's
30
proved
million
he's
out of
not
it, though.
being
But
able to do it.
that's what I'm saying. He wouldn't
in the last-
be the front line option, would he?
Yeah.
So that's why it's different. He's adding to part of the squad. He actually plays on complete opposite sides to Luis Diaz. He'd be more of a backup to Mohamed Salah. So it's a completely different conversation.
So the way Slot's front three work at the moment is the right side plays inside and is a creator. The left side was a goal scorer. If that's just from what Slot does at Feyenoord, that is completely different to what we have anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
You'd have to almost switch the sides anyway, and the forward obviously gets all the goals and stuff like that. If that's what Slot brings in, neither of them are right per se.
No. But at least Rafinha gives you the option of playing on the other side. None of the other attackers do. Not one of them.
Unless it's someone like a
Like,
Soboslai,
just the only
Steve
other
mentioned
natural
last
right
week.
winger.
Even
like
that, that's square pegs round holes a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, no, but I just don't rate him enough as a footballer, and
And
he's
Liverpool
not
have
going to
been
start
interested in
anyway.
for a while.
Liverpool-
There was rumours
Well, he
that
went to Barca,
before he
yeah.
went to Barca. But no, I'm just not.
And that's interesting because Edwards will have been at the club when he was at Leeds.
Yeah. How old is Rafinha? And can we get some
I wanna
numbers
say
on him?
he's
while we're
25,
talking?
but it
I've been
might be-
25 as well. Listen, again, I come back to it. I'm not this huge advocate of Rafinha. I think he's the best thing since sliced bread. I don't. But I do also think that Liverpool will be half tempted and half interested in
give me
cashing
your
on
hand back
Diaz.
for Yoko.
And
I
there
want back
won't be... many takers for Luis Diaz, I'm telling you now.
Okay, so he's 27 years old.
Haha, no, never in a million years am I swapping him for Luis Diaz.
Dead. At 27.
Yeah.
15 goals and assists in 28 in La Liga. 6 goals and assists in 7 in the Champions League.
Yeah, he played with PSG and he had that little moment.
Foreigner-esque.
No, not for me.
Pretty good output, to be fair.
And in the Premier League, I imagine with something of a similar ilk. That's why he got his move to Barcelona in what was a relegated Leeds side.
And it's a Barca side as well that have struggled a lot this season. So he's actually been getting a good output in a poor side at points.
I don't like it. There's just something about it.
Diaz, less goals and assists, only 13 across 37. More like a 1 in 3.5 as opposed to a 1 in 2. Output there, and 3 goals in 7 in the Europa League.
This lad's not going to play for us from the off.
And they're both the same age.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Why would he not?
Salah?
No, but he could play, wouldn't he?
Yeah, but why
does that make him a worse fit?
What do you mean? What I'm saying is, look, Luis Diaz might not fit the role, but he's part of our front three, and it feels like even though you've got Jota and Gakpo in rotation, they offer something totally different to what Luis Diaz offers. And Luis Diaz is, if you're naming your front three, for a lot of people, I think Diaz instantly goes in because of the fact that Jurgen Klopp has got us all thinking that our wingers have to be pacey and have to be this one dimension. And I just think, I don't get why you'd swap him to then maybe put a Gakpo who might not actually fit there because we don't know, and a Diogo Jota who gets injured for half of the season.
You can sign someone still.
No, but I don't think that's our biggest area is the problem.
Left wing.
Yeah, why am I
adding... If we
adding...
sold Diaz, it would be.
But why am I adding another problem? I need a centre-half first and foremost.
Because you've got a problem on the right anyway.
I do, but once again,
yeah.
I like the likes of Bakayoko and things like this. They make more sense.
But maybe they don't, because you're right in what you say. Obviously, age profile wise, he does, but never done it in the Premier League. You know, the numbers and the analytics might suggest that he isn't ready for the Premier League. You just don't know. He's in the Eredivisie at the moment, and yeah, he's doing well. Don't get me wrong, but Michael Edwards will look at this, and he's already looked at Rafinha as we discussed. So listen, again, I come back to it. I don't think he is necessarily the answer to this problem, but I don't think it's dismissed out of hand as potentially you do.